All right, we're here with Macy Breaux before Cage Warrior Championships 14 at the Evergreen Center in Houma Saturday at 7 p.m. Macy, you're going to be on the card for that event in Houma. I guess just give us a rundown how your training camp went. What are some of the things you're looking to do on Saturday night?
I'm really ready. I train for every fight the same, train hard, put the work in, and I believe that whatever you do in training shows in your fight. I actually had a really good training camp. I actually went up to Wisconsin and got some really good work in. It was really good training. I'm really ready. Tonight I'm making a trip out to Slidell, go and train with my team, make a game plan and get ready for this. A fight, MMA especially, can go anyway. Boxing, it's just stand up. MMA, it can go stay standing, it can go to the ground. So you gotta really be prepared for anything and expect the unexpected. Never you can't, oh, my opponent only has one fight. You can't look at that way. You have to be ready for everybody the same way and really work hard and work on yourself.
Do you know much about your opponent? Do you have like a scouting report or a game plan for Saturday?
No, actually, I really don't know much about her. I know she's 1-0, has one fight. She's actually from Florida, American Top Team. So I know she actually trains with some really good girls, gets some really good work. So I'm looking forward to that, a really good, tough fight, and that's really what I need to test myself.
Now, Macy, you have an interesting situation. There are not a lot of female MMA fighters. Tell us a little bit about your background. How long have you been wanting to do this? How'd you get started and all that good stuff?
Okay, so I'm fairly new to the sport. I made a year in October, so about a year and a half into this. And I really jumped into it. So I jumped into the boxing, the jiu-jitsu, and the MMA all at one time, and I've been really active over the year. It's something I always wanted to do. They had a boxing gym down in Golden Meadow, and I watched the boxers run, and I always wanted to do it. But as a little girl, I guess my dad didn't want me in the gym with all those guys. So I decided to go do CrossFit, got into fitness, healthy lifestyle and things like that. Then I had back surgery, and so I had to find something else to keep myself active. And I decided why not try out boxing, give it a shot. So I decided to give it a shot, and I fell in love with the sport. I fell in love with the competition, and every sport, every different fight, it's always a different rush, a different experience, and that's what I love.
One of the things that I like the most about you, Macy, is I follow you on Facebook and Instagram, and you're always active. You're always doing something. What's it like to lead that lifestyle of always being on the grind, doing something?
Right. I really love staying active. So most people, you see a lot of fighters that only train when they have something coming up. But I like to always stay ready, always improve my game. So I really fight a lot. In the past few years, I've had, the past year and a half, I had 5 MMA fights and about 13 boxing matches. So I'm constantly training for a fight, constantly getting ready, and I really love that lifestyle, It's always something new to learn and something new to learn about yourself and about, challenging yourself and things like that.
Very good. What are some of the things that you worked on before this fight? What are some of the things you're trying to get better at?
So I was just a stand-up boxer, and I did my jiu-jitsu. So I've really been working on, adding kicks with that, adding, takedowns, things like that, really upping my game and trying to be really well-rounded.
Very good. And I guess, the same question that I asked Alex a minute ago is, if there's anyone out there that's thinking about buying tickets for the fight but isn't quite sure, what would you tell them to convince them that this is going to be a fun night for them and their family?
It's a really good experience. You get to see, different fighters, the different styles, which is really cool. And one thing I really like about fighting, and most people don't really see it from the outside unless they're looking for it, is having heart. So you hear that a lot, especially with boxers. They say you have to have heart for the sport. Meaning you'll see a fight and the person with the stronger mind will overcome, if somebody's beating you down and you have really a good heart for the sport and a tough mind, just the person beating you down, seeing you overcome that can also put them down actually lower and help you win the fight. So I really like that about the sport, and that'd be really something cool to see. No matter what what's going on in the first round, people can always come up through the rounds, and I really like that in fights. And also just to see the women fighting. I know they have a few other women fights and bringing it up. That's really awesome. So I would like people to come check that out and see that women can actually do this sport. And you see a lot with Joanna in UFC, that she's actually one of the more technical strikers as to the guys. So I think that's really awesome.
Very good. And I guess obviously your goal is to get a win on Saturday, but other than that, what are some of the things you're looking to get accomplished in the cage?
It's always a learning experience to me. So, my little motto I like to say is do your best, and if I give it my all, I want to say like every fight that I gave it my all and there was nothing left. So like, it's not all, what's my little motto? Doesn't matter what.
Doesn't matter if you win or lose, it only matters if you have fun.
So go
Very
out
good.
there and have fun with it.
Now tell us about this gentleman that is sitting on you here, Mr. Holden. He's with you every fight night, isn't he?
Yes, this is my number one motivation, my supporter. He's actually always there to help me cut weight, check on me, make sure I'm okay. Whenever I'm doing my weight cuts, he'll come check, hey mom, you're alright, how you doing? He's always there by the ring, by the cage, and actually whenever I fight, I can hear my coaches, telling me my combos, what to do, what to throw, and there's only one other voice that really stands out to me, and it's his, saying, go mom, what's some things you say when I fight?
Go mom, you can do this, go, you got this.
Things like that, and that's like my number one motivation.
Holden, is your mom going to win on Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a winner to me. We're with Macy Breaux here, Cage Warrior Championships 14, the Evergreen Cage Center in Houma, Saturday at 7 p.m.